Hey, journeyman, journeywomen, this is Hero's Journey with Dr. D, here to encourage, to inspire, to motivate, and to educate, helping you get beyond your first move and creating a better mindset today. Oh, back. My cup is dirty. It's a little bit clean. Oh, no, I got two cups up here. Let me get these things in my ear, in my ear. All right. All right. Dun, 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 dun. Ooh, yeah. Dun, 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 dun. All right. Let's cut it down. Let's cut it down. All right. There we go. There we go. There we go. Oh. Am I clear? Am I clear? Ooh, that sounds so good. I need to have this up on a high. All right. Let me. Well, maybe I can put this up. Nah, I just hold it. It's fine. All right. I'm back. Hey, journeyman, journeywomen, like I said it before, this is Hero's Journey with Dr. D, here to encourage, to motivate, to inspire, to educate, helping you get beyond your first move and create a better mindset today. Here I go, here I go. If you find any value in this content, how about you help me help you so we can help others by clicking subscribe, commenting, and sharing. Share, 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 because when you do that, you organically help climb with me and build with me so we can make it better tomorrow, today. That's my spiel. That's my spiel. Go down below, hit that click, give me a like, and give me a subscribe. Both is preferred. Now, this week, like I was on a hiatus the time before, a long time before, like I told everybody, if you've been listening, and my mother passed last year. My mother passed last year, so my consistency was off whack. I have been doing videos on my Instagram on a hero seeks. That's my tag for my Instagram. So I have been doing things on that. You should see a number of when I did create a new okay. I'm creating a new segment on my videos on my channel. I have ride and share that's already there. The ride and share is already there, and I am creating another segment called In Them Streets with Dr. D. EMDEM Streets with Dr. D. My associate producer just told me that on Facebook I am freezing. So I know, so prayerfully it gets unstuck and moves more fluently. Uh, so so let's go. Let's go with it. Now, last week I was talking about that you'll see a brief the brief video I did last week, and I continue one this week, pertaining to focus on your priorities. I'm getting clicked all day. So what's up? Am I still okay? I'm just going with it. All right, good. All right. So my video last week and the live is going to be consisting of talking about this week. We're talking about focus on your priorities. In essence, I'm talking about focus on your responsibilities, people. Focus on your priorities, but please don't forget the dream. Please don't forget the dream. That's right. I said, don't forget the dream. So often people forget the dream that they had when they was 8, 9, 10 years old, even 11, 12. And some people are still dreaming. And so they forget the dream because they're so bombarded with life's work. Oh, we all get work, people. We all have work. Yeah, we all have work. I got to work. You got to work. Everybody has to work, right? We all got to work. That wasn't meant to be a joke, but you get the point. We all have to work. We have to work 9 to 5, 8 to 5. Some people work 10 hours. Some people work 12 hours. Some people work 24-hour stints. but because they like to eat and they like to live in a place with lights and heat. Yes, the necessities of life. They like to eat. They like to have a roof over their head. They have that like the utilities on and like to have clothes on their back. So therefore, we do have priorities. And then for those who have families, you have wife, you have children, or and then you have yourself. You're putting clothes on people's backs. You have when life progresses, you obtain more and more responsibilities. So when I say priorities, folks, your priorities are first on your responsibility. Is your responsibility as a man is to take care of a house. Your responsibility as a woman is to take care of a home. So what is your responsibility? Take care of your responsibilities. Because sometimes your responsibilities come before your dream has the chance to mature. Some people get put out. Some people get put out the house at an early age, not by their choice, but by necessity. It is what it is. Some people get kicked out. Some people have to leave for protection, for safety, and sometimes for survival. So the dream that they had, they can focus on that at this the current time. They can focus on that with the full esteem, the full energetic power that they would if they had no responsibilities. Wouldn't that be nice, y'all? Have no responsibilities and just focus and dream all day and just work on all the stuff that you wanted to do when you was a child. That would be nice, but that would not be realistic. In some people's life, and in some people's case, it is realistic. But the people I'm around, it's not that realistic. No. But this is my proposal. My proposal, and I talk about this in the video. If you can go back, I did a video earlier today. Really, I did it last week. I did it. I uploaded it today. Having a little difficulties with the system. I probably gonna have to get another computer because I think my storage is kind of jacked up because it's getting choppy. It's taking too long to upload information. So my proposal is you may not have 5 hours or not 50 minutes, but I think you probably can squeeze 5 minutes for that dream. If you can squeeze 5 minutes for the dream, use the principle that you use credit cards, compound interest. Because I believe that when you do 5 minutes consistently, then you do it day by day, then you'll see promise and you'll excel in that 5 minutes, then you'll be able to carve some more time out of the rest of the day. Because we waste a lot of time, people. And you carve more time, that five can become 10. That 10 they can become 30, 40, and so on and so on. And eventually, what was just the dream has become the priority to fulfill the dream and the responsibility. The dream has become the priority that finances the responsibility of living. And wouldn't life be a great thing if you could just work feverishly on your dream, something that you're passionate about? Yeah, it comes off as a gruel. You start off slow, but then you build up. But it comes with consistency. Faith without works is dead being alone, people. So we have Hey, yeah, that's better. Let me, let me click the froze off. Let me kick the freeze off. I am off of this. This restraint. No, I want that one. I'm back. It's clear now. Which is which? Which is which? Which is which? Which is which? All right. Everybody see the video. Oh, how y'all
I
doing?
want,
Long time no see.
I'm doing
I
amazing.
thought I, I thought we was gonna get a bobblehead, but we ain't gonna bobblehead tonight. Amazing, good, good. So you get a chance to see the video or hear
Oh
something.
yeah, I watched it.
Okay. What's your take? What's your thoughts?
Yeah, I agree. It can be difficult when you're just doing life, um, to keep the dream alive. That happens to a lot of people. They start to you have to live. You have to work, you pay bills, and then they just kind of settle into just living everyday life. And they put the dream on the back burner, and over time, sometimes just let it go altogether. So that is challenging. Um, Keeping a dream can be challenging. Uh,
What's the proposal to try to keep the dream? Well, I said something, but I said you can just do a little bit at a time.
right, just work a little bit of, yeah, 5 minutes and increase it to 10. Yeah, yeah.
It's Yeah, I think the issue with that is the discipline, the discipline behind it. When you do the quote unquote the rat race, you say, man, I didn't make an extra $50.
Hmm.
I didn't make the extra $100. I got this bill that's due, and and so therefore, and then when you get home, you just tired.
Yeah, yeah,
Phil,
yeah.
yeah, Phil said he used his dream to get over the job he hated.
Oh, yeah, I guess that to inspire him. Yeah, that makes sense, to keep you inspired. You know.
Yeah, I'll write that set up. Let me see. I got three. That's what it is. Okay, that's better. Uh, that's better. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, to keep inspired, I don't think they said I'd use my dream to get me through a job I hated. You don't hate your job now, do you, Phil? Nah, he didn't say nothing. Oh, hey Tito, how's it going? And Tito popped up.
Yeah, good evening, Tito.
Good evening, man. Let me throw another in case Tito want to get on. Let me throw another link in the chat. I'm nope. Yeah, Phil said I love my job. Nope, I love my job because then what is there when nobody getting back to us saying they hate his job?
That's what it is.
Oops.
Yeah, so yeah, I've noticed that oh, bless the Lord, we got a Marine, Tito John. Let me see. Let me put on this one. This one. Let me see if we get him in. Uh, Trying to see. All right. Hoorah!
Hoorah, hoorah.
Ooh,
Not whoa. Whoa is an army term. Get it
yeah,
right.
I'm gonna get it right one day. Hoorah! What's the
Hoorah.
Coast Guard? What's the Coast Guard term?
I have no idea.
I don't think they know.
That's messed up.
It would say REESPT. Respect me.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I was intending to be on earlier. I had to run to the store and pick up some baby formula, and I'm just getting in.
What you made another one?
No, 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 no. A grandbaby, a grandchild, a grandchild.
Okay.
I ain't trying to make no more. The store is closed. The inn has no vacancies. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So
Good,
have you
good.
had, yeah. So like I said at the very beginning, that I've been on for a while because I didn't think, I didn't really process, when my mother passed, um, and my sick kind of went out. Well, my mind wasn't on that. My mind was trying to. I did videos. I did videos on Instagram, try to move them over, but I wasn't in the mode. In the mode, I didn't. You really don't. You really don't know how much stuff affects you until it's over,
That's true.
until you get through it, and then and he's oh, oh, uh, and you have the good and the bad, but you like, man, I went through a whole bunch. I experienced, but I get the blessing of it all is that I went through it.
Mhm.
That
Yeah,
I didn't get stuck in it.
yeah. You over to the other side is how you go through it and what you do.
Yeah,
Some people drown in the pity party part and never move on. But I think your parents probably raised you better than that to want to see you keep moving forward, regardless of what's going on, because you have your own family that you got to still take care of.
right. Yeah, so so that it was interesting that I saw, man, is it too much? It's too bright. I feel like I got grease. I feel like my father put some grease on my head and just highlighted me.
Well,
Uh,
what's this stuff called? Bosley for man?
Boss man,
Yeah,
uh, this the hair club.
yeah, that too.
Yeah, Boss. I haven't heard Bossy in a long time.
Well, I guess I'm telling my age.
Uh,
I guess
oh,
I'll
we
be
about
telling my age.
we about the same age. We all about the same age. You may be like
No,
10 years older than me and Renee, but other than that,
no, no, no. I'm probably 5 years younger than both of y'all put together.
wow. Mm, really? I don't tell too many people that. All right. Now, I said I wouldn't tell too many people that.
Yeah, I heard you.
Renee didn't know.
You would tell too many people what?
He said, I'm about 5 years younger than y'all. He said,
Oh, is he? Are you? You're in your 40s?
Yeah, I'm in my late 40s, almost 50.
Oh, well, he is younger than us then.
I know.
See?
Now, I know.
I still got cream around my ear. It's not milk anymore, it's cream. It didn't thicken up. I got a little wisdom now.
And you got a lot of gray.
Man, you live my life.
Oh, touche. Yeah, yeah, yeah. All my life I had to fight. I get
You told Harpo to hit me.
Harpo don't hit me. Okay, what feel? You know, I would like for you to come on, but you show me a bobblehead or something. Let me see what Phil talking about. He said,
He
hey,
was born in
Renee,
1978.
he a
Phil
lie.
said he was born in 1978.
The lies he tell. We in the same class. He lies he tell. Uh,
Maybe he meant to put a 1878, not 1978.
Phil said,
Typo.
yeah. He said he had. Phil said he had a job and he had a job back in 2014 that he hated, but since 2016 he loved his job. The Coast Guard follows the U.S. Navy. Blah blah blah. The Coast Guard follows the U.S. Navy, and for your information, Doctor D, the Coast Guard goes on rescue missions. The Navy won't go on, but don't tell anyone from the Navy I said that, or the Marines, since they're the same branch.
Yeah, we might be the same branch, but the Marines is the men's department.
Uh, okay.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Now the Marines is a division of the Navy, the men's
Right.
department.
Yeah, yeah, I recently found that out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They say you cannot allow. Phil said you cannot allow yourself to drown in the circumstances of this world. Yeah. Well, then, man, what you talking about, man? He said you are older than me. I am only 54. But I went to high school. I was 16. I'm 52. Yeah.
The math doesn't add up.
He said I'm older than him. We the same class. We was in the same class.
Hmm.
Yeah. So, Gina, did you have a chance to look at the video or hear the part of the
No,
video?
when I was getting ready to click on the video, that's when I got sent on the errand. When I saw it popped up, I actually got it in queue to play, but I didn't have an opportunity. I had to run by two stores.
That's that Marine training right there. Huh, papa. Still got it.
That baby formula is very expensive.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
save a lot of money if you breastfeed. Save a lot of money.
Well, I can't breastfeed.
Well, not you, but if the mother breastfeeds.
The baby still be hungry.
Uh, ain't nothing up in here, man.
Yeah,
That ain't nothing coming.
yeah, I know that's real.
I used to do my son. I fed my son. I wrapped the syringe around my pinky
Uh-huh.
and I squeezed it like some like it's simulation like his breast milk. Like I put on my chest and I fed him
Hmm.
because my son was 9 pounds at birth,
Okay.
so he was drinking a whole bunch. So he was like so while I was working my PhD, I told my wife, so listen, I got 9 p.m. to 4 a.m.
Hmm.
So I got up and I fed him. I fed him, squeezed a little bottle, squeezed him, and then I breastfed my son with my finger.
Okay.
Yeah, no, and then I go to bed about to 5 o'clock, and guess who wake me up and say, "Oh, can you go check on the baby?" What?
Yeah, that was the changing of the shift, right?
Yeah, no. It's 6. I went to sleep already.
Oh,
I went to sleep and said I did it one time. I said you home all day. But I think new mothers, what happens that say, I got all this time in the daytime. I can stay up. No, when the baby sleep, you sleep.
yeah. I learned that with my youngest. I learned a lot of respect for women and kids being at home where you think they have so much time to do things,
Mm.
but it's if that baby you got to get that baby on a schedule first. If that
Right.
baby is not on a schedule, you you thrown off, and you try to catch your little nap when you can. You try to clean up when you can, but it don't always happen. It seems like time you start working on one task, the baby is like ready for your attention or needs your attention. But
Mm.
I gave my wife a big apology about that. with that last one because I was actually retired then, so I was here with the baby when she went back to work.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah. So what the title? Well, the title. Okay. The title of what my the video was focus on your priorities or your but please don't forget the dream. What does that mean to you?
Well, I think that you have to do when you say focus on your priority, do what's um, most important to you, but still, still be taking the steps that you need to take as you can as you go along to fulfill your dreams. Um, I would that's what I say, and I that's kind of funny that title because a couple of weeks ago I resigned from my job and
Which one?
uh, aircraft mechanic, and but it wasn't that I wanted to resign, but started
Right.
my health is more important. My health really started going down, and me and my wife was talking about it, and I had started missing a week here, a week there, and stuff like that, and I really couldn't perform. And at this time, I was being put in a position to be promoted,
Mm,
uh, as a higher level mech, and and but my health was going down, and I'm like, man, and I love what I do. It was heartbreaking, and I was like praying about it. My wife prayed about it, and I was like, well, I'm gonna try to like last out to the summer. But you know what? God said, nope, it's not gonna go to the summer. If you go to the summer, you might not be here to
right.
live,
You
to tell them about it.
you gonna get another promotion.
Yeah, yeah, and you know, so I had to put in my resignation because my priority at this time is my health to get back 100%. I was in the emergency room twice on Sunday, this past Sunday, so for me, I got to get myself back in a healthy place in order
Right.
for me to be in shape to live my dream.
Right. Okay.
If if I'm on the other side, if beneath the dirt, I'm not living any dreams.
You dream indefinitely.
Yeah, yeah. And my dream, other than just working, doing a dream job, is to also to see my grandkids, see my youngest daughter finish college, get married, have grandkids. That's the
Right.
mine's. That's so the priority for me, health, then the other stuff. Because if I got good health, I get to see everything that I want to see. But if I put the priority on the work side, which was a dream job for me, then I don't get the I don't get to live the dream. You know what I mean?
Right.
The dream destroyed me. Vice, I'm how would you say it? I'll be feeding the flesh, but not the soul.
Right. What Shunay, what you say? What you say on that? What say you?
I mean, I'm just curious, what about the job was bad for your health? Just,
It was the hours that I was working. I
so you
okay.
like stand
I
up a lot or something, or
sometimes it depends on what tasks I'm performing at that time. Um, we changed our shifts to 4 10s. I'm doing 10-hour days. I live an hour away, so my day is 12 to 12. Almost 13 hours sometimes, depending on traffic commute, and then and I'm trying to take care of myself, and I got other medical issues, and if I can't take meds and take the time that I need to do what I need, everything just started running downhill, and it just put me in a very bad place physically.
oh,
And then
okay.
once the physical part happened, and you know, stuff get out of whack. I don't want to get into what I have
Right.
going on,
Got you.
but as stuff get out of whack, then the mental part start kicking in.
Right.
Now, once that mental part start kicking on, and if you ain't healthy, that mental part will take you down more, even more lower than your health part. Because
Yeah.
so it just became one of them things. And I'm this type. If I was hired for a service and I can't perform the service to 100% of my ability, I don't need to be doing that service. And you got to think, I'm working on aircraft related items. That's somebody's life in my hand. If I'm if I'm sick or I'm out of it mentally, what kind of safe? How am I being safe and providing the best product for somebody to put on that aircraft and trust me, with their life?
Right.
Mm, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
Um,
Yeah. So now
and
you just have a lot more time.
yeah, yeah, you know, um, I, I strongly believe God will provide. He will continue to provide that. It wasn't like a hasty decision. It wasn't like, oh yeah, it was it was prayed about and everything, and God showed me things, was showing me things leading up to it. And me and my wife both came up with the same conclusion. So it wasn't like I was like, oh, well, not for me, and I still have income because I'm retired. I get
Yeah.
my retirement. It's not like I just don't have that abundance that I had, but I know God will always provide. That's where my faith at, because I feel like when he was showing me these things and him talking to me, that that's what he led me to. That's the revelation he gave me when he said, when the flesh wanted to go out to the summer, and he was like, nah, you got to do this now. And I done had three crazy incidents since then. One, my wife um, was at one of her infusions, and I walked outside, and I'm glad she was almost done. She found me passed out. I fell out in the going in the trunk of my car.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
Then one day I was last week, the craziness that and it's all kind of like life and death kind of situations here. I was driving down Highway 17, the bypass, and it's a divided highway with a medium in between it. I'm like, I say about 30, 40 yards. A car is coming head on the wrong, and I don't even know how they got on that side of the highway. And I was talking to my mom, and I was driving. I was like, hold on, mom, this car coming right for me. So I veered to the right because I was in the left hand lane, the passing lane, because deers be along the highway, and I didn't want to be in that right
Right.
hand. When they step out, I have more reaction time. But this sports utility was coming right towards me, and when I realized it, I was like, oh God. Then this past Sunday, I was in the hospital twice, in emergency twice for the same thing.
Wow.
So
Right.
so it's like what is more important? And what I see is life. That's the priority
Right.
for me. I can't speak for everybody else right now.
Right.
I can speak for me. That's what I've been shown. Life is my priority right now. It ain't how much money I can make or what my income is. It's about life.
Right.
It's about me getting healthy, me being able to, in order to live the dream, I gotta be healthy. I gotta live. And what's for you is for you. That's the way I feel about it. That's the way I always believe. If God has something for me, it's for me. And sometimes what you think you want, that
Hmm.
you need, is not what you need. It's what
Right.
you want. That flesh get fulfilled. And see, me working like that was only fulfilling the flesh, but it wasn't fulfilling the soul. It was taken
Mm.
from me more than what it was given.
How long has it been since you quit? Or you
Uh,
resigned? Excuse me.
uh, the 23rd of this month. I mean, the 23rd of March. 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 So it's
Okay.
been about 2 weeks,
Mhm.
2 to 3 weeks now.
Wow. Do you feel a lot better?
Yes, I feel a lot better. I feel more rested. I feel more alive. I feel like I have time. I'm able to take care of myself better. I'm not as stressed. Um, so it. I'm appreciating the time that I have. That
Right.
that I have, and I love that. And the first time I retired, when I retired out the Marine Corps, I didn't really appreciate that time because I was used to always doing something, being on that move, getting up early in the morning and go. So now that since the health came into play, it made me realize how valuable time is because it's not always promised.
Right.
Mm. Wow.
That's true. How about you? How about you, Renee?
How about me?
Yeah.
And what specifically are you referring to?
Well, you got you started your Zoom.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that's part of
That
the dream.
that's part of the dream.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah,
it?
that's part.
Go ahead.
No, yeah, definitely. That's so I guess in a sense, I'm doing like what you said. I work anywhere from 8 to 12 hours a day. But
Right.
doing this Zoom Bible study, teaching, yeah, um I'm practicing putting lessons together again. I'm getting really good at the PowerPoint. So I'm doing like doing what you said. Yeah, while I'm taking care of priorities, and I do a lot of that, I'm also working on the dream. And this Zoom has helped me do that a lot.
Right.
Got me back into. I mean, I was always studying, but now I study and put lessons together. So it's
It's kind of invigorating, isn't it?
yeah, it is. It is. Um, it's a real positive experience. The
Yeah,
life
I agree.
life maintenance can be overcoming, but
What you say?
maintaining life can be being an adult can be overcoming because you're busy, keeping stuff running, managing your life. But yeah,
Right.
you're right. You have to take time to just don't forget the dream.
Right. I think sometimes we just manage the wheel, the hamster wheel,
Yeah.
Yeah.
because, and we just keep running because it's there. And don't we supposed to run on it if it's there? Like, don't we supposed to drive to the job since it's there? And they're giving us money, right? So and you see your boys, you talk to them, you have a good time, and you're efficient and you're good at what you do. And who
Hmm.
don't like a little praise? I mean, you did a
Yeah.
good job. Man. Yeah, thanks. I appreciate that. Hey, man, John, what you doing? What you doing? You see your boys, you talking to them, and it's like you're part of the unit again.
Hmm.
Yeah, and just like when I play college ball, and I play a little semi-pro, and the goal is not about really starting. It's about being part of a team.
Hmm.
You being part of the unit. So that's why a lot of professional athletes they stay on. They like the game, but they really like they boys, they family.
Uh, I
Hmm.
I agree because since the last few weeks that I've been off, I I've been able to be very active again in my ministry again
Hmm.
because when I was working like that, a lot of times I'm too tired and I can't participate or I'm missing things because the hours that I'm working. Because 4 o'clock in the morning come around real fast.
Oh yeah, yeah,
So now and it's right on time because my ministry leader is dealing with some personal stuff right now. So I've been filling in and I've been really finding enjoyment being able
right,
to serve again.
right, right. Flowing, flowing in the passion. I think
Yeah.
flowing in the passion and doing a purposeful thing is, in the essence, I think that's what it comes down to. It. We do things because we got to take care of family. We do things because it's prioritized. I mean, uh, prioritize it because we have responsibilities.
Right.
Um, but I really think we because we get older, say, oh man, it's too late. It ain't too late till you 6 feet under. I mean,
Yeah.
you may not. If you say I want to run track, of course you can run track, but you on a senior level. Let's not get it
Hmm.
twisted. I mean, and you probably and some of the senior athletes can probably beat the young kids, but they keep it. But they still doing what they love to do. I think I saw
Hmm.
something about a year ago. We had this these track stars. There's 99 to 100 still running track
Wow.
because they love it.
Wow.
Hmm.
Because they loved it. I mean, kept it energized, purposed. You know, yeah, it's an energizing purpose, and there's I'm pretty sure there's inspiration to others, and just like your goal right now is to live that helps them to live extended time. I
Hmm.
mean, I think it's a waste to have life and do nothing with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean we
And
go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I think that we also figured out that it's not about having everything in the world. It's about being comfortable. That's what I realized. Um, that being comfortable is, to me, is more important than having all the riches in the world or being rich. You know what I mean?
Right,
Because if I'm comfortable, that means I have peace. It's like God has provided me with my needs. He had provided the wants that that he felt like I should have, because everything you want is not always good for you. We know that as parents, we don't say yes to everything that our kids want. We have to say no because we see it differently from them.
right.
Uh, so I just feel like as we age, as we get wisdom, we start to realize, hey, it's about being comfortable. It's not about the real big house. It's nice to have. It's not about the most expensive car. It's nice to have, but is that truly gratifying to you? Are you happy? Are you buying these things for someone else? Are you buying that because that's something that you really desire? You know what I mean? Because
Mhm.
whether you drive car A or car B and they both run the same, you have a car. They both the same thing. They
That's
might
true.
not perform the same, but they both doing the same thing.
Yeah, I think Solomon said it. He said you don't want to be so poor where you have to steal, or you don't want to be so rich where your nose stuck up. I'm paraphrasing big time, but he said you want
Yeah.
too much money where oh yeah, you want too much money where you forget God,
Mhm.
and too little money where you have to steal. You want, like you said, a comfortable state where you don't have to do either, but the choice you still have choices to do both of them, but you lean not to do it if you're not too far here and too far down. But even the Bible says, it says easy for a camel to get to heaven through the needle, through the eye of a needle, which is the gate, the eye of a needle. Then a rich man to get to heaven. He said, but all things are possible. See, so people say, well, it's hard. No, it's difficult to man. It's not difficult to God. It's based on your perception and what you how you feel you can go with it. So I agree with you on that. And I think what Phil said. Phil said, Dr. D, how do you know when you're spending too much time and dreaming and not working towards a dream? Your lights are off.
Who lights off?
No, no. Phil said, how do you know when you spend too much time?
Oh, I got you now. I had to think about what you meant. Yeah, because you ain't got your bills paid. Yeah.
Yeah, that's how you know. That's no. They said, "Oh, now Phil. Now, if you came on with a bobblehead and told me to repeat what I just said, I would have caught that message, but I didn't. But so okay. What he said? He said this third. He said, "How shucks." Can somebody read the last thing Phil said? Yeah, he said, "How something." I lost it. It says, "When do you think someone?" Yeah.
I lost it. Let me
It,
see.
I'm put it on the screen.
Okay. When do you think someone should give
How?
up on a
Right.
dream, something
How do you know
achievable?
when?
Oh,
When? Yeah.
yeah, I already said that one. So go ahead, Tito.
Well, that's the one I'm saying that you got up there.
Repeat.
The one you just said, Dr. D. When do you think someone should give up on a dream? Then he got in parentheses something not achievable. I don't. I got my stream full right now. Let me see if I can get the chat and see
Well, that's
if
well. If it's not achievable, you said
okay. It looked like he said after that,
Oh,
repeat what you said about flowing in the passion.
anybody remember?
repeat what you said about. Repeat what you said about flowing in the
Rewind the
passion.
tape. Yeah, rewind the tape.
Well, uh,
Be kind. Don't forget to rewind. Remember that saying?
Well, um, the first thing that God gave Adam was an assignment, right?
right.
So I'm a strong believer that God gives everybody an assignment, right? And you have to know your assignment. You do have to differentiate between dreams, a fantasy, and a propensity. Like one of my hobbies is percussion. And I'm gonna start taking lessons again. But I know
Oh,
I don't have it. I know I'm not gonna be a professional drummer. I just, it's a hobby. So that's not the. Um, so if you, and then some dreams, some parts of it may have an expiration date. I think Deion Sanders is a good example. Like he's transitioning well. So he played football throughout middle school, high school, college. So now, it's not playing football anymore. It wouldn't be wise, professional. But now he's coaching. So that's the next phase of his garden or of his dream. Now, if he goes back and tries to be professional, like like
with no toes.
let's say Tom Brady, for example. And I mean, I don't know if I could really say this because only he can. But yeah, I think you have to be reasonable, and I think it's important to be able to hear when God is saying, "Okay, next chapter." So you're not that 40-year-old man in a Walmart parking lot trying to drop your first rap CD, and you see that a lot.
I was gonna wait till I was 50 to do mine.
Or they already get
No, well, actually, there may be a market for that when you think of it, but um,
granddaddy MC.
No, Kumo T.
or like Pastor Laka would say, he would say, if you chase too many chickens, you won't catch any. So I think you,
Yeah,
you do have to be able to hear when God is saying, okay, okay, now this part is done. Now it's time to move to this part, you know.
Yeah,
yeah,
I think with Dion's kid, he ain't got no toes. He can't play the ball. Um, I mean, because but Tom Brady can still play. I mean, still can play,
He
but
can, but should he? Maybe he should get out now before he like
get
really,
hurt.
hurts him. See, because he seems very functional. I think
Yeah,
he just needs to be able to transition.
well,
uh,
What's
he
the next
seemed
stage?
functional to us, but we don't know behind closed doors.
Yeah, that's true. He may be
right.
in a lot of pain. He may,
Emotional pain.
yeah.
You can hide behind. You hide about behind a lot of pain in the midst of a lot of noise.
Hmm.
So you keep on playing. You don't have to think about what's not there.
Hmm.
Your family, your
Mhm.
kids. I heard they talking about getting back together. Am I hearing that right?
I
Who?
don't know.
Tom Brady and his wife.
Yeah,
Oh, I know. I hadn't heard anything, but okay.
because he quitting for real now. So, but it don't matter. It's not about money for him. It's not about money. But Deion Sanders, I think he did what I think is a good lesson is that you find something you love, you master it, you squeeze all the juice out that orange, then you give it away.
Right. I agree. Yeah.
Yeah, ain't
Keep
no, ain't no,
things.
ain't no greater reward than to give your expertise. Man, give your expertise away. You can't take it with you.
Yeah.
I mean, so you making disciples. You give them all the knowledge you have. You try to put them up on game, as they say.
Yeah.
But what good does it do to keep everything to yourself?
Right.
Be like Howard Hughes. Yeah, be hoarding a whole bunch of money in a hotel room. I mean, what for? I keep you can't take it with you, and dollars
Yeah.
losing value. So I mean,
I'm saying.
yeah. So I
Give it a
think it's
year. Peso will be the world standard.
oh Lord have mercy. Everybody really be going to Mexico there. Yeah. So I was thinking about this wow the topic I had. I just didn't do a video about everybody always say if I only was 20. Well, you're not 20, and you ain't going back. If I was only 20, if I would have, could have, should. Oh yeah. Buy me a river. I mean, why we always trying to go back in the past and change something that we cannot change? But think about we. How has our past made us? How has our past made us who we are now? The good. You go always look at all the bad, but you have to change your lens to see how things have been placed allow you to stay. Because it don't mean it's like you just and you pull. So well, I got all these responsibilities. Just find a little time. Just a little time. Little time. Like Renee, you got the Zoom, but also you can do his drums. Like I got guitar here too. And when during the pandemic, I started doing guitar because I wanted to learn how to play.
Hmm.
Now I got keyboard. Cause my brother-in-law passed, so he's a maestro. So I got his keyboard. So I'm gonna learn how to play at least one or two good worship songs. So I can take myself there.
Yeah.
But I don't. If I can just put 5 10 minutes in, I can master one song. I mean, I can master one song. But how much we say? Well, if I did, if you did, if they did, if she did. But what about you? What can you do? It's your life. You only have one life to live. How will you live it? If you got 5 minutes, invest the 5 minutes. Do compound interest. Be consistent with that 5 minutes every day. And I promise you, if you master that 5 minutes, you'll find okay, I can put 10 more minutes on that.
Hmm.
And then 30, then 40, and then realize that side passion may be the thing that finances your priorities and your responsibility.
Yeah.
Yeah, but only until then.
Oh, I mean,
It-
I can see it. I can really see that because you develop a skill that people are willing to pay you for.
right,
Mhm.
right, and because you mastered it, and you
Right.
didn't you didn't just jump into the deep. You just a little bit here, a little bit there, and with a mastery comes a certain level of confidence.
Yes.
It's like,
Yeah.
yeah, I got this. Yeah, I can do this. How? Because I've been doing it for 20 years. Well, nobody ever knew about you. It doesn't matter.
Hmm.
Mhm.
It's like that guy on America's Got Talent, or I think he won America's Got Talent. The puppeteer, and he sings. He does he's a ventriloquist, and he's last night he sings a soul song with the ventriloquist. He has a residency in Vegas now, but
Mhm.
he was like 40 when he won. He said, "Oh man, where you been?" He said, "I've been doing this for 30 years."
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah, I just doing 30 years. And he just got the break, and it took him. So to do the shows is nothing
Hmm.
because he's already been doing them.
He's comfortable. He's in his element.
Twice his element. So that's the mastery. The mastery just give it away. I mean, of course, they're paying mandatory tickets, but I'm pretty sure he does over and over. Like, they even like Prince does their encores, and because you want to give it away, you just want to give it away. It's such a joy to give it away. You you feel such an invigoration of seeing a person touched or moved or
Hmm.
helped. It's like
Yes.
a good mechanic. He's like, man, I can't fix this thing. I don't know what's wrong. So let me see that. And you put it together, and then it's purrs like a kitten. And it's like, thank you so much. He's like,
Yeah.
yeah, it makes you feel good that you can help
Yeah.
people. Yeah,
Yeah. I totally agree. It's like things like something be going on, the sound, you like, hold on, that don't look right, that don't sound right. And you just that little touch that you put on it, and now it's perfect. It was like, wow, I've been trying to do that all day. But you just did that one little thing and just made it better. Mastery. But it's you able to do that because your time and your passion to do it. So you look at things differently. It becomes a touch to you. It becomes a sound to you. It becomes a vision to you.
right, right. And as I get older, I realize, man, if I just master, I believe God sharing with me said, just master emotions, just master the structure, the fluctuation, the movements, the biology, the
Hmm.
neurochemistry, the neuropsychology of emotions. Because the state of people now is that they don't know how to regulate them.
Yeah.
Road rage, going off on their spouse. I mean, I
Hmm.
work, I work with myself. They said if you can regulate your emotions and miss the stuff that you go through, then you can help
Hmm.
others. You can help others. But how do you regulate it? He said, first work on you.
Hmm. True.
First work on you. Because a lot of people, a lot of doctors think work on everybody else, but they can't work on themselves.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you got a doctor about 380 pounds, 5'2", obese.
Telling you
And
to lose weight.
yeah, yeah, this ain't good. And smoke cigarettes. This ain't, you got, hold on a second, hold on. You got to lose weight.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, so, I think that the thing, I tell my kids, to listen, find something to master. So you're so good, then in the end, you want to give it away. Because that's going to be your truest reward.
Hmm.
I mean, a lot of people, I think a lot of our generation as well as generation under us, oh, what can I get? It's all about me. I need a bigger house. I need a bigger car. But you got a
Hmm.
car to run. But what do people see? I can't be bogged down with putting too much emphasis on what people think about me.
Amen. That is true. That is true.
If they pay me a check, that's one thing. I didn't make my responsibility to care. Uh,
It, it's like sometimes, people get caught up trying to impress somebody with something that the person you trying to impress don't even have it themselves, but you trying to have it to impress them. And it's like, why?
they ain't thinking about you. Remember,
Yeah.
they ain't thinking about you. They ain't
It-
thinking about you. I mean, life's too short to be wondering what a person is thinking about or how they thinking about you. And they did not put one strand of hair in your head.
right.
And it's just too much energy. Oh, if I do this, what will they say? If I don't do this, what will my boss say? Uh, they gonna look at me funny. And why don't you just ask them?
Well, when you get comfortable with yourself and know who you are, you don't worry about all of
Yeah,
that
worry
anymore.
about it. Yeah. Oh,
You
I wonder if I'm overdressed. I wonder if I'm underdressed. Who cares?
Yeah.
I get it. People care, but we get to a certain age. You shouldn't be 50. still care about what everybody think about you.
That's true.
I
That's
understand the 17, 18, 19 because you try to get with somebody. 20, I get that. You know, I get it. You try, really, you more concerned about the look so you can
mm,
pull somebody.
yeah.
I mean, if you be honest, you ain't really worry about the substance because I just I need the floss so I can
Well,
pull
yeah,
them.
we all know the looks is debate, and
Yeah.
then you might get it might be bad fish. You know what I mean?
It,
You look good.
and,
That's
and you may be the hook. They ain't got no teeth. That's dull. You know, just can't 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 catch a bus, let alone a car. You know,
Mhm.
yeah, it's
Yeah,
like you had no substance behind you. You know, there's
yeah.
it's not all substance. You know, you may not have $1 million at first, but you may have substance to get it. But if you look at the bad, I'm gonna do a video about this. I said this. If I say that, I would say you embrace your passion, but I say don't chase the bag. Chase your passion because if you chase your passion, it'll lead you to your purpose.
Mhm.
But if you chase the bag, all it ever lead you to is expenses.
Mhm.
Because I gotta get more money to pay for another car. I gotta get a bigger house. I gotta get
Right.
more clothes. I gotta pay taxes. I gotta do this. I gotta do. It's expensive. It's expensive when you chase the bag
Oh yeah.
because
Oh
it's
yeah.
cost. It's the cost. But see, when you chase your passion, even if you don't have any money, you still gotta smile in the process of it leading to your purpose. And then once you get to your purpose, you'll find the bag.
Mhm.
And working for that purpose won't feel like work at all. And I think that's the ultimate goal. And that goes back to the current video about, you focus on your responsibilities, but don't forget the dream, whatever the dream is. And I think the dream is just as well. You know, some people are so organized, they have one dream between 15 and 25. Then they got another dream. And I would call those dreams objectives or goals. I wouldn't say they purpose. I would say the objective and goals within the purpose. Uh, I said the dream is ultimately your purpose. The dream. What are you here for? What? Uh, why were you given this significant imprint on your fingers? What type of impression will you leave? Your purpose is your purpose is in there. In the impression you leave. Who will you impress? Who will you impress? What type of impression? Would it be a good impression or a bad impression in whatever you do? And do you do it well? Some people just working for a check. And that's it.
logic.
And then that's it. I mean, and that's all.
But
The
you
day,
know that shows though when somebody is working just for the paycheck, and
yeah,
and that and if they actually have a passion for it, you can tell the difference.
that's true. Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true. So let me answer these and wrap up and see. When do you think someone should give up on a dream? Something not achievable. I said that not achievable. Well, I say this. As far as let me put this on the screen. What do you think? You think someone should give up on a dream? I think every dream starts out with a passion, as a passion, and a passion is nothing but an interest. When you was 8 years old, you had a dream of become. Uh, I'm people that become. Let me see. Not Larry Bird, but Dr. J. Become. Some people have to be a famous basketball player. So that's a dream. That's a dream. My dream is I'm 8 years old. I'll be a professional NBA player. So my dream really. in that state is a passion, and then you dumb it down a little bit, it's really an interest. So because if I'm really passionate about that interest, I'm gonna work toward it,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm gonna be very, I'm gonna squeeze everything I can out of that interest or that passion. I think that's simultaneous in my definition. Interest to passion, I'm gonna squeeze everything get out of it. I'm gonna learn the discipline, the structure, the team element, the IQ of the sport. Um, I'm gonna learn everything about the structure of the game, the atmosphere of the game. I'm gonna squeeze everything out of it. Now I may break my leg. That dream, that passion was just a vehicle. Then because I didn't procrastinate and I didn't lollygag and I wasn't cheating on that dream, my dream, that I became an expert. Case in point, Stephen A. Stephen A. played basketball. He hurt his leg and went to Salem State. I mean, but he was a journalist major as well. So he's his IQ is X. He's an expert IQ journalist in a sport he loved and he still loves. So he squeezed everything get out of that juice. He squeezed everything out of it, and the interest was a passion and was a dream that came short of what he thought the objective was, but was kind of centered around where he's supposed to be. Does that make sense?
Yeah. He
Yeah,
modified.
yeah. Modify because sometimes what we think is our dream, we supposed to shoot. Like you heard us saying, shoot for the uh, shoot for the moon, and if you miss the moon, at least you'll be amongst the stars. At least you'll be amongst the stars. You'll shine bright. And so, but you have objective. I mean, say one waters, other. Let me see. One plants, other waters, and God gives the increase. So I find it,
Amen.
yeah. So God grows it. God gives the increase. But and also faith without works is dead being alone. So I believe. I believe. Okay, let's see. Behind- put your work behind your faith, and we see how it grow.
Amen.
Yeah,
Amen.
yeah. So that's all. So the answer. Repeat what you said. I said that. I don't know the flow thing. I think I may have said it already. All right, all right. Uh, any last words? Ooh, I think that was good. Any last
Amen.
words, y'all?
It's
Feel,
good to see you fellows again. It's been a while since we've been on.
yeah, yeah. And Tito, I am still always open for good audio, constructive criticism, and help.
Okay. I will always be there to criticize, brother.
I bet your wife say that
Nah,
too, don't you?
I will always be there to help you out, man. Like if I hear some, see some, I'll let you know.
Like, I got a PreSonus I got this mic and I want to
Hmm.
use it on my soundboard, but I'm still having well, I think I need an audio interface in order to put it
A
in.
digital audio interface.
Yeah, digital audio interface.
Personas do make them.
Do they make it inexpensive?
I can't tell you that part, but I know they make them.
Yeah, yeah, but my soundboard is not huge. I just a little small soundboard, but I
What you
believe
got
this
like a 12 channel,
is no, I got uh no, it's
six,
four channel.
four channel.
No, is it
Man, I can't. You making me. You heard? Okay, I see. Okay.
uh it's a monocast. It's like a portable one, and
Okay.
I just got the low, mid, high record. Got some sounds on here. Um, I have a mic that comes with it, but I believe this will give me a better sound. Yeah, I believe this will give me a better sound. But I saw something on YouTube saying that just need an audio interface in order because just this kicks more out more than the regular mic that comes with the sound card.
Hmm.
But any recommendations, just shoot them to me. I'm just trying to get crisper sound, better, so I can split this thing up for podcasts.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Any last words, people?
Jesus is the way.
And the light.
Of the world, Jesus is the way. Oh no. How can I focus on
You,
priorities and
you,
dreams when I said that was there?
yeah. You know what? You know what I like? None of
What?
us are not afraid to confess our faith.
Amen.
You,
Amen.
you know what I mean? None of us are not afraid to say anything about God, how we feel, and what we believe. That's awesome. Too many times today you see people running from that because they're afraid of what others gonna think.
That's so true. That's so true. That's so true.
Amen.
Amen. All right. So all hearts, mind, and clear. That's right. They already said his patent that Jesus is the way, and he got up right when he got up. He got
He
up.
got
Yes,
up.
sir. Yes, sir.
He got up.
Yes, sir. Yes, he got up.
He got up.
Oh yeah. Before I go, I had to do a eulogy of my brother-in-law. My brother-in-law, my sister's husband passed, and I'm still deliberating if I should put little clips of it because I did a eulogy of it. I talk about fragmentation, fragmented person with a purpose, which we all are. We're broken, and we're broken pieces. And even when Jesus broke the loaves of bread, he broke it in seven pieces, and seven is number of completion. So if Jesus broke pieces to feed, shouldn't our lives in fragments, as fragmented as it is, still feed the masses? Everybody want to be perfect, but he said we just fragmented.
That was so deep because that fragment served its purpose. It's about you living your purpose, even though you're fragment.
Right?
Because that was deep. I like that.
Yeah.
I might
You
have to
just
still put that on my shirt or something.
uh, yeah. You just try to be part of pieces of the puzzle. That's all.
Yeah,
pieces and
that
pieces of the
was
puzzle.
that was deep. That was deep. That's why you had the PhD.
And no, that's why. No, you study, you pray, and God give you stuff. Right now, I get the YouTube channel. A lot of times I forget what I say.
Good thing you recorded then.
Yeah, I said,
Yeah.
oh man, I said, oh, sometimes I said, oh, that was good. Mm. It was-
Like where did I hear that from? Oh, I
man,
said that.
yeah, yeah. So, oh man, I did do a tape on that. Yeah, I did say that, but not working. Okay, so we got everybody. All right, so I just want to share that part. So let's get on and see what the end gonna be. See what the end gonna be. You get on. Oh, Renee don't know that song.
I'm too young to know that song. It's
The
all right.
lies you tell. All right, lies
Sounds
you
like a
tell.
Negro spiritual.
Made in the water.
All right. Let's see. Let me see. Share. Let me do like the Sandman does. Let me see. Here we go. Here we go. All right.
Put on my daggone hat here. Like chill out.
All right. All right, people.
All right. Y'all have a good night, gentlemen.
All right.
Have a good night.
Good night. All right. There we go. Hey, journeyman, journeywomen. This is Hero's Journey with Dr. D. Here to encourage, to inspire, to motivate, to educate, helping you get beyond your first move and create a better mindset today. Thank you for coming out with me live and on the replay. And if you find any value in this content, how about you help me help you so we can help others by clicking subscribe, commenting, and sharing because your life is important. And every day you get a vertical, make it your goal in life to always move forward and never move back. Because life is just too short to live looking in the rearview mirror. If you like anything further, please click down below. Check me out on my website at Hero Seek. You should see it on the right there. Right there. Let me move this thing around. Y'all should see it, right? That moving down some? Yeah, at heroseeks.org. If you need any further services other than the YouTube channel, call me out. Let me see what we can work out. But other than that, you'll see me next Wednesday around 9:30 p.m. Eastern time with my recap, my recap update, my Q&A, and also I may have a feature just for you. And so this is Hero Journey with Dr. D, and we are out.